Whether you are an aspiring psychologist or just curious about what makes you and all your fellow humans tick, Psychhh is constantly inspired by your drive to learn more. But even with this relentless passion to figure things out, the human brain and how it works remains a tantalizing puzzle, still largely unsolved. In honor of our amazing brains and how much we still have to learn about them, Psychhh has compiled a list of 10 strange phenomena of the mind to keep your curiosity burning. Number 1. Deja Vu. Deja vu, meaning already seen, is probably the most well-known of the strange phenomena. If you've ever felt like you lived the same moment twice, you've probably experienced this before. That eerie feeling is called Deja Vu. Number 2. Deja-vesu. This strange phenomenon is often mixed up with Déjà Vu, but is actually more like its bigger, more vivid sibling. In addition to that eerie feeling of repeating a moment, you can also recognize specific sounds and smells, and you may even experience premonition-like abilities and have a strong sense of what will happen next. Number 3. Deja Visite. For any travel buffs in our midst, maybe you have experienced this strange phenomenon. Deja Visite is triggered geographically and describes having feelings of familiarity with a place you have never been before, like being able to navigate a new town or city that you are visiting without needing to look at a map. Number 4. Deja Senti. This strange phenomenon is like emotional déjà vu, feeling like you've already felt something before, but is very fleeting. You may feel like you just spoke out loud only to realize you haven't, or you may recall something long forgotten only to have the memory disappear a few minutes later. Number 5. Jamais Vu. In today's busy world, it's easy to forget things here and there as we pile our plates high with all our daily activities and responsibilities. But imagine not being able to remember, recognize a familiar situation that you know you have definitely been in before. Maybe you've repeated a word so many times it no longer sounds like a word anymore. That's Jamais Vu. Number 6. Presque Vu. Probably the most unsatisfying of the phenomena, Presque Vu is the sensation of being on the edge of a breakthrough or epiphany, only nothing happens. It's likely to happen when you've been working on a big problem and you think you have the answer, but it actually turns out to be Presque Vu and nothing comes of it. Number 7. L'esprit de l'escalier. Leave it to the French to have some lovely names for such strange phenomena, this one being no exception. Literally translated, this phenomenon is the stairway to wit, and is the bane of the existence of the wallflowers and youngest siblings amongst us. It is that all too familiar feeling of triumph followed by regret when we come up with the perfect comeback, but only after the moment has passed. Number 8. Capgras Delusion. Often experienced by those of us who may struggle with schizophrenia, the Capgras Delusion occurs when a person believes their friends and loved ones have been replaced by identical imposters. While this strange phenomenon sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, it is in fact very real. Number 9. Fregoli Delusion. Not to be confused with the plot of the best-selling book series and television show, A Series of Unfortunate Events, this strange phenomenon occurs when a person believes that many different people are actually one person in many disguises, sent to persecute and torment them. Unlike the story of the Baudelaire children and the dastardly Count Olaf, this all-too-real delusion is fueled and heightened when the person experiencing it is prone to incidents of paranoia. Number 10. Prosopagnosia. Last, but certainly not least, this phenomenon is possibly the most mind-boggling on our list. Prosopagnosia is the phenomenon of a person not being able to recognize faces of people they know or objects they are familiar with. One of the most famous books written on the subject details the experiences of a man living with prosopagnosia who was unable to recognize his wife. The title of the book? The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. Have you ever experienced one of these strange phenomena? Would you be interested in diving deeper into case studies and research conducted on any of them? Psychhh would love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to leave a comment below.